So here we have the Mercedes-Benz SLK 250 CDI on a 15 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside, you can see it's a two-door convertible with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors, and this is the boot at its maximum capacity with the blind up, that you need to pull this down in order that you can have the roof down, and the roof will sit in this section along the top just here. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. Now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in excellent condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the speedometer and fuel gauge, and on the right-hand side, the rev counter and coolant temperature gauge. In the middle, you can see the total miles for the car. They are 32,137. You can change the information that's displayed in that section by using buttons on the steering wheel. You can, for example, as you can see there, have a digital readout for the speedometer. Above that, it will show you what gear this car is in. It's an automatic. We are, of course, in park at the moment. If we back out to the steering wheel, the buttons I was using a second ago are just here. We have stereo controls over on the right-hand side. The stereo itself is over in the center just here. And the buttons that you need to control the things on the stereo are down just below it. So, for example, we're on the radio menu at the moment. You can access your radio from here. You can access your disc, so your CD player as well. Or the movement that I'm making now can be done using this dial just here. So you can do virtually everything from down here, which is a lot easier to use whilst you're driving. You can rotate it to certain options. You can push it down to select things. For example, I've just gone into the satellite navigation menu. So you can access that. You can use that dial to zoom in and out of the map as well. It's a nice clear color display. Very easy satellite navigation system to use. Working our way down, we have the main volume for the stereo. The buttons I went through just a moment ago. Beneath that, we have a heated driver's seat with 3 heat settings. We can also have hot air blow out of the headrest. So when you've got the roof down, particularly useful. Again, with 3 different settings. And same for the passenger side there as well. So 3 on each of those. We can turn off the stop and start. We have our hazard warning lights. And we can turn off the traction control for the car should we wish to. Below that, we have the air conditioning. So you can adjust the temperature, you can adjust the fan speed, you can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed. The air conditioning is on right now, so that's off, back on again. You've got your rear heated screen just there as well, and that top button will re-divert the car's air conditioning to the front screen. If you wish to, you can hit this button. That will recirculate the air that's in the car. That's a great way of heating it up or cooling it down quickly depending on the temperature you've set over here. We then have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. And then inside this section, this is where you can operate the roof and all 4 windows simultaneously. So to open the roof, you pull this back towards you and the roof will begin its operation. And as you can see, what will happen is that all the windows will go down, which they've just done. This section will open up and fold down into the section of the tailgate that I showed you a moment ago. The rear of the tailgate will fold down to cover that section, and then all 4 windows will come up simultaneously as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at West Horsley Motors. We'd love to hear from you soon.